I'm caught up in this fast life. Every morning night I pray. Gotta make it out some way. Put a smile back on my mama face. Yeah, I'm caught up in this fast life. Every morning night I pray. Gotta make it out some way. Put a smile back on my mama face. Yeah.
Y'all now rocking with
Ghetto Report.
Ghetto Report.
Ghetto Report.
Ghetto Report.
Ghetto Report podcast.
Okay, we back. We in Chicago this time. I got my index cards. Shout out to Rose. She couldn't make it. I'm gonna read a little. Don't try to peek, man. Hold on, man. Let me get my introduction in. The number one podcaster for drill artists. You know what I'm saying? We gotta take a look at that notebook you got. Where's it at? I'm pretty sure you ran through about a few of them. I see him writing down notes all the time. He got his bike stolen from Lil Reese as a kid. He had Chicago mad at him over the Charleston White interview.
That's a fact.
You know, Charleston White pulled out the pole, man.
Yeah.
Welcome to the podcast,
Man, thank you, man. Welcome to Chicago, man.
Thank you, man. Introduce yourself, man.
Hello, world. I go by the name of DJ UNIVERCITY. I like talking on this. I feel like I could talk better on this than how I usually do mine. But, yeah, man, I go by the name of DJU.
Okay, yeah, because sometimes you feel like you might be yelling or something like that. If you...
Well,
it ain't right to your mouth.
My mom always told me I had a radio voice. You know what I'm saying? So when I talk into the microphone, I feel like I'm using my radio personality.
Okay. Is this your first time getting on the other side of the interview? Or?
Well, it's actually my third time.
Okay.
But this is the first one since I became who I am today.
Okay. We special, man. Ghetto Report.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Podcast. We in the building. You do a lot of interviews. Did you know any of them growing up? Or did you grow up with any of the people you interviewed?
Did I grow up with anybody I've interviewed?
Yeah.
Probably not necessarily, but
you knew them before you started doing this?
Yeah, I pretty much know everybody in the rack, right?
Oh, okay.
That's the advantage that I got, and that's probably the reason why my channel was able to take off as quickly as it did.
Yeah.
Because all I had to do was just call people.
Okay. Where did you grow up in Chicago?
So I definitely grew up on the south side, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like south side, east side. But by the time I was in 8th grade, we had moved out to the burbs. So
okay,
I spent my childhood on the east side of Chicago. By the time I went to high school, I was in the suburbs. And when high school was over, I went straight to college. So I kind of I look at my come up from those three different time frames.
Okay. So first, how was it growing up on the east side, south of Chicago, east side?
Well, for me, it was pretty regular, you know, compared to other stories you may hear. You know what I'm saying? Single parent home. I'm the oldest of my bunch.
Okay.
But I grew up a good kid. You know what I'm saying? My little brother, he was gangbanging and shit like that, but I didn't.
Okay. What kept you out of that?
I think just seeing him doing it.
Yeah.
And
your little brother.
Yeah. Like he 2 years younger than me, so we grew up close together.
Yeah.
You know. So it was like we was yin and yang. He was the badass, I was the good boy.
Yeah, you was
know
like,
what I'm saying?
I don't want no parts of that.
Right. So he was always getting in trouble.
Yeah.
I ain't want to get in trouble.
So when you moved to the burbs, how was it like? Because I know it as a kid when your mom moves or your dad, whatever, moves and you leave the hood, you leaving your friends or whatever the case may be, you probably don't want to go.
Oh, I hated it.
Yeah.
I hated it for sure. I was crying like a bitch for sure.
Yeah.
Like, hell yeah. My mom always, I remember one time, I think when we were transferring out, so I had transferred like in the middle of my 8th grade year.
Oh, man.
8th grade year.
8th grade. That's when you graduate, right?
And I've been here my whole, you feel me, my
Yeah.
whole life. So the day we were getting ready to transfer out, I couldn't go to school because I ain't want to tell my friends, you know what I'm saying, this was my last day. So my mom, she went to do the transfer, and she told me, she said when she had went to the office, she had saw my girlfriend at the time.
Yeah.
And she said,
man.
and she
He
said,
had a girlfriend too.
she said the way that girl looked at, she said the way the girl looked at her, she knew, like, you know, they finna leave, they finna transfer. She said the girl's so sad, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was. Yeah, we ain't want to leave. We ain't want to leave at all.
So where's that girl at now? You ain't seen her since, or?
We still keep in touch, you know.
Okay. Yeah, that's crazy.
We don't, you know, everybody done grew up, you know. So, but we still keep in touch.
She don't look the same no more. No,
She actually 5.
I'm caught up in this fast life. Every morning night I pray. Gotta make it out some way. Put a smile back on my mama's face.